Good morning, ladies and gentlemen! The oat fields are ready, or two of them anyway. Three of them in fact. And part of the canola field. Now, I did have to skip a day because nothing was ready. There was a small patch that was ready to harvest here, and that was it. I did pay the loan like I should do. I also leased this lovely trailer, which gives us a lot more room for carrying stuff. Then I filled the pallet production, filled him with so many beams that he stopped taking beams. He's now full again, or empty of planks again, I should say. The sawmill is full of planks again. This is crazy. But we have got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 pallets of empty pallets that we're going to deliver. Let me just mute myself. I forgot to mute myself. So we're going to deliver this. Once we have delivered this, we're going to start with the oat harvest. Now, we are actually a little bit flush in terms of money. I know I've got a bank loan that I should pay off, but I want to put more buildings in, because why not? You just do it. So what we're going to put in next, I think, we're going to use the money we're getting from these lovely, lovely pallets. We're going to use this money to get ourselves the straw chopper, I think. Or maybe the pellet factory. I don't know. Or even the plywood factory. No, we don't have enough money for the plywood factory. On top of this, something quite interesting. Now, I wasn't planning on doing this because technically we might need the wood chips if we decide later that we wanted to do plywood. We would need the wood chips, but wood chips are on a great demand, and as anybody who's played FS knows, wood chips are usually worth diddly squat. You're not going to sell, are you? Ah. You know what? They were actually auto-unloading themselves at the pallet production, which is why I was hoping they might sell directly from here. Oh, only 4,000! Wow, price has decreased a lot. We were getting 6,000 a pallet last time. Well, you know what? 2,000 loss on each pallet. I am actually not going to sell them, because I don't think that's a good deal. Okay, so we'll drop that off. So, as I said, we have sale of wood. Where is it? Wood chips. 102 per 1,000 litres. So I'm going to quickly rush back, grab the trailer, and I think we can fill up with wood chips. I think. There are also pallets of wood chips, so I'm not sure how this is going to go. But yeah, I'll quickly whiz back, pick up the trailer which I did purposely empty so that we could do an oat harvest. But I will grab that, and I'm going to try and fill up, and we'll see how it works. Right, so we've got wood chips here. We've also got wood chips at the sawmill. Obviously, wood chips are just left over from whenever you do anything. So look, we can fill with wood chips. Very nice. Now that is basically a full load. I'm not going to go all the way to the top. 5%. So we'll quickly make our way over to the other place. Sales of wood products, that's the one. So we're looking at 100 per 1,000 litres. So it's only going to be 1,600 litres. 1,600. Really, is it only going to be 1,600 euros? If it is, then actually I may as well keep this stuff to make empty boxes and save up for the plywood, because that's ridiculous. 1,600. I remember Daggerwin had to inflate the prices because he was struggling so much. Because he wasn't struggling. We all know that wood chips are worth nothing, but a full trailer load, 1,600. I'm trying to think how much I'd pay if I buy them in the shop. I'm sure I'd pay more than that. don't know. Okay, yeah, 1669. That is not worth doing then. So if I look at the sawmill has got 48,750. We can do something with these, so that's what we're going to do instead. So what I'll do then is I will take this back to the yard, grab the harvester, and we're going to get cracking on the oat harvest. Here we go, we've got the header attached. We're going to drop straw. We should already be dropping straw. No, we are, good. Yeah, we're going to drop the straw. I don't know yet what we're going to do with it. Probably nothing in this episode. But we are going to crack on with the oats. They're all going into the dryer, I think. Unless we get some kind of great demand. I'm going to put them all into the dryer. We lose a bit of the oats themselves, but we get more money. We'll have a check. When I get to the end of here, I'll double check the price and we can convert it. I think we lose 5% of the crop. So 5% of the crop is lost during the drying process, which, well, no, that's not technically true, is it? You're not losing 5% of the crop. You're losing 5% of the volume, because as it dries, the moisture is removed. So you can fit more in the same space. Basically the volume decreases, and the mass of course as well, because all the water leaves. So if we look here, we've got dry wheat, rye, poppy, short oats, yeah. Oats 961 or 609. And that price at the bakery looks to be inflated. I don't think I did, but that's very high compared to the other two. So, yeah, it's a rather large difference. For 5% loss, we're getting an extra 50% price. And that's a very, very good deal, actually. Really, really good. The canola we can also dry. The canola straw we definitely will be selling. We won't be doing anything with that, because canola straw, it would be a waste to put it into any product. If I put it into the composter or anything like that, obviously these are things I don't own yet, but if I put it into one of those, it would just be treated as normal straw if it's accepted. So that's a bit of a waste. It makes a lot more sense for me to sell the canola straw. This straw, however, we will need to bale some, because we need to get some straw for the cows. We're down to our last bale. But yes, after that we can do whatever we want with the straw, which is good. And we're yielding pretty well. I'm not sure what I was expecting, to be honest. I haven't done oats in quite some time. I normally tend to just stick with wheat or barley and then do oats if I am rearing horses. So it's quite uncommon for me to do oats. Now, I've mentioned it several times in the last few weeks, but the FS22 series is going to be starting imminently. It may even start before this episode is released. I have yet to decide that. Basically, I wanted to start the FS22 series in January. I know there are ways to get the game to start in January, but I decided what I'd do instead was I would play the few months and do it that way. But of course that takes a lot of time. Now I don't know if you can hear in the background. I won't know until I edit, but we have got one hell of a storm that I've actually been waiting for about 6 hours. So I do apologise if you get the sound of thunder coming through. It's going to be really hot and sticky here today. I'm not really looking forward to it. Now, as we're here, we may as well come here. May as well empty, because we're here anyway. And I'll go and put it straight into the processor so it gets going. So we'll get this filled, it won't take long. We didn't collect that much, I don't think. We've still got another 2 fields to do. The one in front is obviously a massive field. So 7,500 from, let's call it one headland. I didn't do this end, but still pretty good. So let's go and drop him off. We'll try and avoid hitting the top, because I have done that a few times when I've emptied into there recently. And all of these mods, apart from the BGA is a standalone. I think it's actually the Giants one I installed. But all of these buildings, they're all part of the Agras kind of set by OODLES, or because I think it's German, because I saw one of his tutorial videos was in German, that would be OODLES, because Z's are T's in German, just to confuse foreigners. Right, so we've now got oats in that are not really showing up. That's the one there. Yeah, 7515. So they are now processing. Great. And have we got fuel? We do. Yeah. Okay. Right. I'm going to go and take this back over to the front, and then we're going to start the time lapse. Get this field done.
Life was dull until you came. I was breathless when we first met. Couldn't keep my hands away. I was speechless when we first met. Yeah, you took the pain away. Didn't mind my scars, mend my broken heart. Life was dull until you came. Now I see in color again. It could rain, I don't mind if it pours, 'cause I'm right next to you. Come rain or come shine, I don't mind, 'cause I'm right next to you. It's you, right next to you. Next to you. Next to you. Next to you. Right next to you. Next to you. Next to you. Next to you. Never thought I'd feel this high. The sky has never felt this close, and when you kiss me, I can't believe that I am yours and you are mine. You took the pain away, didn't mind my scars, mend my broken heart. Life was dull until you came. Now I see in color again. It could rain, I don't mind if it pours, 'cause I'm right next to you. Come rain or come shine, I don't mind, 'cause I'm right next to you.
we go then, that is the field done. Notice I did hit a couple of snags with this header being so wide. He struggles on some of the terrain that the other one didn't. But we're not blocking in there. We are now producing. I had forgotten I'd actually turned off quite a few of these. I've turned them off so they will never auto start, like that one. In fact, I turned them all, I think, so none of them, yeah, most of them do not auto start at all, including the oats, and I'd forgotten that. But the oats are now being produced. So we will head over here, empty out the last of the oats from this field. We've got a pretty good haul, I have to say. I'm quite impressed. It was a fully fertilised field, fully fertilised, no weeds, in comparison to this field, which is, apart from some very, very small sections, only single fertilised, and there's weeds in every single part because I did not get time to actually put herbicide in there. So, yeah, it's going to be quite a stark difference. That field over there, however, that baby has been double fertilised and herbicide sprayed, so that's going to be a very big haul. And what I'm going to do for that, I think, is... I was going to put a worker on, but really, we should be doing some of this, because this is our main job for the episode. Decisions, what should we do? Well, I suppose we can put a worker on, and we can do a little bit of straw collecting. We can put down the guy that I was thinking of putting down. Now I've just realised that my fan is still on. So apologies, because that's going to sound horrific in the editing. I will try my best to get it out. I turned it on when I was in the time lapse and I forgot. So this straw chopper is rather big, isn't he? In fact, you know what? Let's not play with fire here. Save the game. Then we try it. What I would really like is the composter, but we can't afford that. I was going to get the grain grinder, but I discovered that the grain grinder... no, that's no good. The grain grinder actually doesn't give cereal meal as something you can sell. Right, I'm going to go and undo that. This time I've actually managed to place it without damaging anything. Now this here is going to be a little tricky, but it should be okay. And what on earth? This, you know what this looks like? This looks like the stone crusher. I just climbed inside of it. It looks like the stone crusher from FS19. So what do we need for this? For this lovely little straw chopper, we put in straw and diesel, and it gives us back fresh whole crop. Now I'm actually going to buy the fuel. That's just because it takes so long to fill up. Because I've got the slower refueling mod, everything takes so long to fill up. Now, this guy is processing, so we just leave him to it. I am going to go and grab the loading wagon. I should also put the harvester on a course so that he can at least get started on this big field. He may as well. So I'll grab the loading wagon, and before I actually start loading, I'll get the harvester on a course so that he can crack on. So I'll see you in a moment. The harvester is on his way, so we can now start collecting up a little bit of straw. I don't think we're going to do this entire thing, but we'll make a start. I suppose it depends on how much straw we get and how quickly we fill up. But what we're going to get out of here is fresh whole crop silage. Now with that we can stick it in the bunker, we can flatten it down, and we can get ourselves whole crop silage for free. Think of that, it's amazing. There is also a silage machine. It's another building. That one I haven't tried. I did... Well, that's a lie, actually. A couple of these mods, because I'm using Maze Plus, they say they're compatible, but I was very confused about how they would work. Like this straw chopper. It should make chaff, but which chaff? I couldn't work it out. So I did a quick test a while ago. It installed a few of the different buildings, and so that's how I knew this one was going to give me whole crop silage. And I think the silage machine will also give me silage. So my question is, where should I be putting in my stuff? There, yeah, exactly, just by here. Amazing. I will be honest, I was expecting something to fill up in there. Maybe it's just because I haven't put enough in. How much does he actually take? He'll process 10,000 litres in an hour? That's amazing. He takes 1 million, so I've just put in 2%. Could be why we're not seeing anything yet then. But yeah, we're going to have whole crop silage fresh out of there. So this is going to be a very good revenue stream. And I think we're going to be able to pay off the 50,000 it's cost us very, very quickly based on that. It really should not take long. Because whole crop silage is worth a lot more than standard silage. And obviously we've got 2 more fields to harvest still. I do need some of this straw to make bales for the cows, as I already said. But not all of it. He can't be full. No way. Is he close to being full already? If he is, that's quite crazy. I wasn't expecting him to be full just yet. He's on headlands at the moment though, so at least the pipe is out. When he starts going up and down, I'm going to have to keep an eye on him, because I couldn't find the setting. I'm sure there used to be one, a setting where you could basically get him to always have the pipe out, but I couldn't find it this time. And we are full again. This is going to be... It's going to be a hell of a job. The amount of straw we've got on this field. And we've got the other fields to do as well still. And there's some flickering there that I really am not happy about. And I'm a little disappointed, I'll be honest, that I can't see the straw. Oh wait, hang on. Hang on. Now I can see the straw. It's just that there was so little in there that it wasn't showing up. Because he takes 1 million litres. That's impressive. Okay, now I'm a little bit happier. I was very disappointed if that hadn't been modelled, to be honest. But it has, so that's another great Zodelzokt mod here. And this is going to be one hell of a good job. I suppose the other thing we could do is if I downloaded that straw bunker buster type thing, we could make bales, and we could pump the bales into it. But that does seem like a bit of a waste. So we could, what I mean is we could make bales, put the straw chopper just in front of that, so that the straw chopper dumps the bales into it as I throw them in. But it just seems like an unnecessary step, really. Definitely an unnecessary step. And it would cost a lot of money for no real benefit, I think. But we're doing really well for money, I have to say. Remember, we're still on hard mode. I haven't changed the economy, so we are still on hard. And we still... I know we've got a substantial loan, but I could, realistically, right now, repay 65,000. and it wouldn't cause me any problems later on, because I'm still getting money per hour. We're probably going to be able to sell, let's have a quick look, probably going to be able to sell some dried oats today. Yes, we've almost got a full trailer load of dried oats. And that guy is probably going to be full in a minute, so let's do one more round here. Oh, he already needs to be unloaded. Okay, so in that case, drop this guy by here. Grab the trailer. What I'm going to do then, I'm going to go and unload him. I will, of course, drop the oats into this lovely drying machine. And then I'm going to do a bit more collecting. And I'll come back when I've got the majority of the field done. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Last little bit, and as you can see from the big shining message, the combine is full again. Which is good news, because it means we've got more oats. And we're definitely not going to do any more harvesting today. We're done with harvesting. C'est fini, as the French would say. And we have now collected all the straw. So we've actually got a lot more than I was expecting, to be honest. So right now we've got 15,000 litres of chaff and 148,000 litres of straw, which you can see here. 148,000 litres of straw, that's apparently what that is. That doesn't look like very much compared to how much is in the back of these wagons. But there we go. I guess that's it. Turn him off. So, we'll drop him back, because I think that field, at least part of it, is going to be baled. So there's absolutely no need for me to be with this guy. Next time the canola will be ready as well, which is good news, because then we can get ourselves another crop. I know it looks like I'm just really bad at driving. Well, I'm being a bit clumsy. But I completely forgot that I usually park this guy on this side. And I made a mistake a second ago of looking in the used tractor category and the used implement category and seeing, I wonder if it's still there, in the classifieds we've got a lovely trailer there, 45,000 litre trailer, that would be very nice, as well as the Roland, which is 51,000. The class, basically there's some good stuff in here right now, and even worse, let me just stop here a second, in here we've got an Axion, a Stair Terrace, the 8700, that Ford is a very nice one. The Magnum series case, got some really, really nice tractors in here, but I cannot afford to buy any of them. Well, I could, once I've sold some stuff, and I do have stuff to sell, but I don't want to. I don't want to spend all our money on new tractors. It would feel like a waste, I think. Now, with the next set of crops, it is going to be cotton, as I said. I am going to lease the biggest planter we can possibly pull to make the job easier, but I do need to cultivate the fields, I think, unless I can manage to find a planter that is also direct drill. But that's going to be a push, I think, find a direct drill planter. So let's let him unload. Let's have a look now, in fact. So planters, what have we got? With this machine you can act... Oh, that's the optional fertilization. We could use that. We could actually fertilize. 12 meters, 300 horsepower. What's our tractor? 280. Eesh. So we could do that one, which is 9. Do any of these? No, absolutely none of them can direct drill, so we have to cultivate. We have to cultivate no matter what we're doing. We could lease that. It's available to buy, but it seems a bit silly to buy it, considering we're only... Why does he not show what he can put in? That's really weird. Oh, because this one's old. Anyway, I was confusing myself then. Right, he's almost done actually. So there's a bit to tidy up though. A few sections I can see he's missed. I'm not happy about that. So we will go and pop this into the dryer, and then we're going to grab a full trailer of oats, dried oats, because we have one full trailer complete. I don't think the second one is ready. Oh, and I did try driving in here. It's a little tough. So what do we have? No, we only have one trailer. That's because, yes, we have run out of... How's the fuel doing here? It's okay. But in the grain dryer, we need fuel. I can't buy the fuel! Oh no! That's not good. That means I need to refuel. That's a painful thing to do. Well, I will have to do that off camera. I'm not doing that today. Not on camera anyway. It takes a long time to fill up that Bowser. This is one of these mods that it's great, really. Slower refueling makes it more natural. But at the same time, it's painful. So, get ourselves some oats. Dried oats. And do our best to get out of here. We did it! Woohoo! So, where's the best price for dried oats? $9.61 vehicle shop grains. Okay, that's easy. We cut across our field like a maniac. He needs to be unloaded. Oh, because he's finished his course, that's why he needs to be unloaded. I was wondering what was going on then. So yeah, next time we've got the canola to do. Obviously baling as well. We've got quite a few things to do actually. I'm not going to do any harvesting off camera. I think letting the worker do it is a good plan. Of course it won't work in the agroforestry field up there. So we should be looking at about 16,000 euros, I think. My cat's just come in and started squeaking at me. I'm not sure why. It's looking good. Yeah, 16,337. Not bad at all. Especially considering what we're going to be doing with the straw that we also got from this. That straw is going to become silage, which is worth... Well, it's not the most expensive silage. Maize silage is still the most expensive, but... WCS is higher than grass. So let's just go and unload this guy. Like I said, I'm going to have to tidy up because he's made a bit of a mess. But for some reason, he thinks he's finished. I don't know why. Oh, I need to be careful not to drive in there. Let's go and turn him off. You're done. You're done with your course. Ah. Typical. As soon as we did it, he said, yeah, I'm finished. Right. So that is us done for the day. I will do the tidying up off camera. Oops. But, yeah, we're finished. Made a bit more money. And in fact, to reduce those loan payments, because we are paying 2,200 a day, let's repay 50,000. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we're now on 210,000. So thank you very, very much for watching, everyone, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.